Hi everybody, today this video is a little different. It's going to be a Q&A. If you guys would like to ask me any questions, they can be TTC related, they can be towards my personal life, really any questions that you have for me, just head over to my Facebook page. I post on there quite often. I post at least 2 to 3 times per week at the very least. This last week, about 4 or 5 days ago, I want to say, I did ask for questions for a Q&A. So I figured I would answer them because I asked. And I like to have you guys get to know me more. So like any questions, I have them all written on note cards, so I'm not like looking at my phone trying to find them and everything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So on Facebook, there were 2 people that asked me a bunch of questions, and then one person that asked me on one of my YouTube videos, and I actually replied to her, but I am putting that into this video because it could be a question that you guys have wondered. So the very first couple of questions are again from Facebook. And I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but Ren Gringus, I think is how you pronounce it. She asked me, how did your boyfriend propose? And do you have any wedding details figured out? It was not special at all. I've never gotten an engagement ring. He asked me through Facebook Messenger one day. He was on his way to work and I don't know if something didn't sit well with him, but he just had a feeling something bad was going to happen. And he wanted to be engaged to me before that, like before anything bad happened. So he just asked me through Facebook Messenger, and I said yes. I mean, I'm not going to tell him no just because of the way he asked me. But about 3 or 4 days later, something bad did happen, and we were separated for 11 months. I mean, we were still, like, together. I would go and see him and write to him and that sort of thing, but we weren't able to be together or anything. And do you have any wedding details figured out yet? Yes and no. We've been talking lately about just going to the justice of the peace up in the courthouse and just getting married that way. And then 5 or 10 years down the road, actually have our big wedding. This way our children can hopefully be in the wedding as well. But I do have a tote stored back there that has some wedding things, such as like a gift box, and there's some bubbles. I have part of my dress and that sort of thing. So, I mean, it's not there's no really date set in stone or anything like that. She also asks, do you wear makeup? And if so, what is your favorite brand? I very rarely wear makeup. If I do, it's just like eyeliner, eyeshadow, and mascara. I don't use blush or lipstick or cover up or anything like that, hardly ever. The only reason I really have makeup other than mascara, eyeshadow, and eyeliner is because when I was in Flagline my senior year, I had to wear foundation, I had to wear blush, I had to wear red lipstick, I had to wear, all of this bright makeup so that people could see it out when I was out marching and that sort of thing. But my favorite brand, if I actually had to buy more makeup, is probably the Revlon. That is the brand of eyeliner and mascara that I have, and I love them, and my mascara I think is waterproof, but yeah. And she also asked how old I am. I am 22. I just turned 22 on March 15th. And when you do get your big fat positive, so whenever I do get pregnant, will you continue to do YouTube videos? Yes, I do intend on keeping my channel active. Obviously, my channel will turn, adjust. And like she also had asked, if you do, or if so, what direction will your channel take? Whenever I get pregnant, I will be doing bump dates instead of like TTC updates. So I'll do a video every week or every other week or something like that, letting you guys know how the pregnancy is going, what my symptoms and everything like that are. And after I get my little bundle of joy, I will do a birth vlog. Hopefully, if my fiance will cooperate with me. And I will also probably be doing vlogs more often than once a week because I won't want to miss anything and watching my child grow. So I'll probably be doing more videos than what I am doing. And one last question that she had for me was, besides collecting pigs and making hair bows, what are your other hobbies? In the springtime, I like to garden. I've got some gardening items that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and I haven't gardened in like 3 years or something like that, but I am getting back into it this year. And I also do other crafty things. I make all kinds of different things. I've made candles. There's a letter over there. It's a wooden letter. I painted it and glued crayons that I had cut onto it. I make wreaths and other hobbies. I like to go bowling. It's not really a hobby. It's more of an activity, but I like to do that even though I'm not really good at it. But yeah, I don't really do a whole lot of hobbies besides crafting. The next couple of questions are also from Facebook, and these ones Christina Pritt asked me, and she said, what is the extent you would go to have a baby? IUI, IVF, adoption? And I would pretty much go to any extent to have a baby. I would do IUI, I would do IVF, but I'm going to see about doing the trigger shots before, going with IUI or IVF, because I don't think my insurance covers them, so they're going to be pretty pricey. But I don't think I would do adoption first. I want to have my own baby. I want to know what it feels like to be pregnant, and I don't know, that's just been a dream of mine, is to feel what it's like to be pregnant. And so adoption, it is an option, but not for our first child. And she also asked, do you have a gender preference for your baby? And I would love to have a little girl. I think their clothes are seriously just the cutest things ever. And me and my fiance already have a girl's name picked out for our future daughter. We have not agreed on a boy's name. He's thrown a couple, I've thrown a couple, but he doesn't like any of mine, and I don't really care for any of his. But yeah, so we are settled on a girl's name. I've had the girl's name picked out since I was 16. And I fell in love with the name, and that's going to be my daughter's name regardless of anything. So, does your fiance have any male fertility problems? No, he did go and get a sperm count done and like a mobility check or whatever they do, and his results came back perfectly fine. His count was good, his mobility was good. He didn't have that many dead ones mixed in or whatever. So everything came back positive for him. So it's not him. It's my, the problem is me. And do you use any lubes to aid in conception, natural herbs, oils, etc.? And we have tried pre-seed, but I didn't care for it. I don't know why. I don't care to use lubes. It's just something that I don't really care for, and we don't use the natural herbs or essential oils or anything like that. And the last question that Christina asked me is, do you have any family members with fertility issues? And yes and no. None of my aunts or uncles or anything like that have fertility issues. I don't have any other siblings besides a brother, and he has no access to women, and he doesn't ever want to have kids. So, I mean, I don't know if he has any problems, but my mom, when she was trying to get pregnant and everything, she had 2 or 3 miscarriages before she carried my brother to term, and the doctors told her that she wouldn't be able to carry to term, and if she did, then they would most likely be stillbirths. But she had 2 kids, but you know, she didn't have a problem getting pregnant, she just had a problem carrying the babies. And the very last question was asked on YouTube, and I'm not gonna say the person's name or anything like that, but she asked me what was wrong with my lips on my one video, and you can see that they're like really cracked and dry, and I have really bad anxiety sometimes, and I pick at my lips and I rip the like top layer of skin off and make them bleed and everything like that, and I use different kinds of chapstick. I've tried Carmex, Blistex, the EOS, like your generic Dollar General or Family Dollar or Walmart brands, and I've tried like every kind of chapstick, and it helps, like they all help, but I just pick at my lips so often that I never have healthy lips. I've tried to stop myself, but it's just one of those things that I can't seem to stop doing because of my anxiety. But that is it for this Q&A. If you guys have any questions for me, head on over to my Facebook page. It will be linked down in the description box, and I will be sure to answer them in my next Q&A. Oh, excuse me. I would like to do a Q&A every month for you guys, but you know, I don't get a whole lot of questions. But yeah, so if you guys would like to ask me any questions, you guys can really ask me anytime, and I will write them on a note card and save them for the next video. But yeah, just be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys are like me with anything, and be sure to go check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel for more TTC updates, pregnancy test videos. I do weekly vlogs once a week, and I post them on Friday. I do all kinds of videos. I do Dollar Tree hauls and DIYs and that sort of thing. So just head on over to my channel and check it out. And if you guys like any of the content that I have, just subscribe to my channel. And hopefully soon I will be able to add bump dates to the list and take off the pregnancy test videos and the TTC updates. So I'm staying hopeful, but until next time, guys, I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.